Welcome to the Take 5 with Fenimore Series. This series is designed to introduce you to our people, our passion, and our purpose, and we are delighted at the opportunity to extend this series to highlight some of the amazing organizations we have in our community. Today we are joined by Dan Ayers, President and CEO at Helios Care. Dan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to speak with our friends at Fenimore.
So to start, can you share a little bit about your background and role?
Sure. My background primarily is hospitals and healthcare networks. I've been the CEO of 3 hospitals, been working in rural healthcare for about 30 years. I was on the board of what was then Catskill Area Hospice, now Helios Care, prior to taking another job down in West Virginia, and I came back when my predecessor decided to retire. And so now I am leading the organization and very privileged to be a part of this organization.
Can you tell us a little bit about Helios Care?
Yeah, our mission is to make life easier for patients and families facing serious illness or end of life by providing choices, dignity, and compassionate care. In addition to providing hospice, we also provide palliative care. The difference between palliative care and hospice is when you're getting palliative care, you're still receiving curative treatment, and we help patients with their symptoms of that disease. So we've really kind of expanded our services more into pre-hospice that will then help patients transition into hospice when the time is right.
What do you like most about working at Helios Care?
What I really like most is the people. We have really an all-star team in every possible position. They do great work. They're all compassionate. It's interesting, most people have come to Helios Care because of an experience that they've had. So the commitment to mission is extraordinary.
What keeps you motivated, particularly in the last year?
Well, this last year was particularly challenging, but I have to tell you, our people were able to continue to provide consistent care, even given all the challenges. The fact that many of our people had to connect with patients via the phone or telemedicine. But really one of the things that was really most encouraging to me, we changed our name back at the end of 2019. And through the pandemic in 2020, our primary referral base was from family, friends, and self. So while patients weren't going to the hospital or seeing the doctors, they continued to come to us through self-referrals, which to me was very gratifying that we have that kind of connection with our community and that the name change really didn't make a difference to them.
What makes Helios Care different?
I have told many people that innovation is in the DNA of Helios Care. Our nurses often have to find ways to get from one patient to another in snowstorms and flooding. The other thing is finding a place to connect electronically. They all know that you can sit in a McDonald's parking lot and connect to the website, and upload and download data, make phone calls on the road. Really, the innovation that we've been able to do. I mean, we're now working with telemedicine. We're working with artificial intelligence to identify patients who may be ready for hospice. And all the changes that we've been through over the last few years, the staff has just embraced it and love change. And for so many organizations, you don't find that. And that is really one of our hallmarks. And I'd say the other one is, we say every day counts. So our speed of access, how quickly we get a patient admitted and on service, I think is a really differentiator between us and other hospices. We have really put a lot of time and effort into the time we get the phone call and the referral to the time that we're in the home providing care to that patient and supporting their families.
How can people get involved in Helios Care?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. Interestingly enough, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services require that we use volunteers, unlike any other healthcare provider. And so we need volunteers. We actually have a very strong volunteer program, a great director of volunteers. And all you have to do is call us, 607 432-6773. We will welcome volunteers with open arms. It's not just caregivers. We also use people in the office. We use people to make phone calls. So there's a whole broad range of things that people can do if you're not comfortable in sitting with a patient.
Where can we go to make a donation?
Thank you for asking that. helioscare.org/donate. Every dollar counts, just as every day counts. It's like many nonprofits, we work on a very tight margin, and those dollars go a long way. I mean, they go towards things like we have what's called Camp Forget Me Not. Our children who've had close family members or friends who have died, we help them with the grieving process. And so that's one of those things that isn't paid for by CMS, but which we provide. And so donation dollars go to that and to other programs which also are not funded through Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Don't delay in calling us. We can do so much good if you call us early. Our people in the Access Department, they can help you. Even if it isn't going to result in a referral to us, we can tell you the right place to go. So many times, patients become very confused on what options are available to them, so we can connect you with other community-based organizations, whatever the need may be.
The Take 5 with Fenimore series is brought to you by Fenimore Asset Management. To learn more about Fenimore Asset Management and to view important disclosures, please visit us online at www.fenimoreasset.com.